Hello, everybody. Welcome to Abe Clark's World. On today's episode, we have a special guest, a friend of mine by the name of Jody Mayfield. He is pretty much a jazz historian. You're going to love this guy. Before I brag him up too much, let's just get into this, okay?
You've entered my world. Don't be afraid to let go. 'Cause here we do the most. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Before I get into the talk today, I would like to say thank you to all our new subscribers. Please like and subscribe to the channel. This helps the algorithm. On today's show, we have Mr. Jody Mayfield. We're going to do it in 2 sections. This is part 1. We will do part 2 next week. But Mr. Jody Mayfield is going to break down his life story through jazz and what he learned as a jazz historian. Without further ado, let's get into it. I am sitting here with Mr. Jody Mayfield, and this is another episode of the ATL Chronicles. And today we're talking to Mr. Jody Mayfield. He teaches here at SAE, Institute of Technology, which is where I used to teach.
Yeah.
Jody.
Yes.
How you doing, man?
I'm fine. Hey. You look good, baby.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All righty. So I'm excited to get this in the can.
Okay.
Because everybody that I've interviewed, and you're the last one on the list.
Okay.
So it's like the icing on the cake. You know? And
sugar and grease, right?
Yes. Yeah, so I'm excited. Just to be here to talk to all my friends who are working professionally and doing their thing. And I want to introduce all this stuff to the world and to LA, which is where I'm living these days.
Okay, great.
So I guess the first question we have here on the list for Mr. Mayfield is, Jody.
Yes.
You studied music at Clark Atlanta.
Yes.
You did, right? And Morris Brown.
Yes.
Before earning a master's. And you're a teacher there now.
Yes.
Graduation.
Yes.
Okay, and before earning your master's in music technology.
Yes.
But before the degrees, what pulled you into jazz?
Oh, wow.
What was that spark?
Okay, so you probably want to know my origin story like any superhero.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my sister or / aunt was a music teacher.
Okay.
And so there's a piano there. Okay, so I gravitated toward the piano. I was banging on the piano, 5, 6 years old. I used to make little plays like, here were the mean people. And here comes the nice people, the hero. And the lady who they had to save, she was up here. Not knowing that's a typical opera.
Okay.
Because the villain is typically, Right. And so there were jazz albums downstairs, along with R&B albums and things of that nature. And I would go downstairs, and I lived raised by my grandparents, and I would listen to this. But now here's the thing. In high school, I was in a jazz band in high school under Mr. Moody, and it's like, oh my God, this is beautiful music. So I'm playing saxophone at the time. But when I got to Clark, I got in Clark's jazz band. And at that moment, I am exposed to big band jazz. I got a chance to play with Dizzy Gillespie, Max Roach, Lionel Hampton, all this exposure of these heavyweights, Billy Taylor. I have a picture of me sitting right next to Mary Lou Williams. Mary Lou Williams is like the architect of bebop. A lot of people don't know about her, but she was just amazing. She's sitting right there next to me. And that environment was a soil in which I grew up in as far as jazz is concerned. And I love jazz because it's America's only original art form. Nothing else that America has ever come up with.
That's true.
It's jazz.
That's because, I mean, like, even the country music is a spin-off of something that we created.
It's the what they say, it's Gladys Knight says it's the white man's blues.
Right.
Right. So, and before jazz, you have.
But they didn't create it, though.
No, but she says it as that's their expression.
Okay.
That's how it comes out with them. But it is still the blues.
Right.
And the mother of jazz is the blues. You got to keep on going to our time in the field while it was in slavery, and then you got to go all the way back to Africa. And so that's where all this starts. And so I come in, and here's something funny.
Right.
Okay. Here's my jazz pedigree.
Okay.
Okay. So James Patterson, who was the director of Clark's Jazz Band, taught me. The guy who taught him was Wayman Carver. Wayman Carver played in Chick Webb's band. Guess who was the singer in Chick Webb's band?
Ella. That was a guess. I just had to do the best guess I could.
You did great. So the Tiska the Tasket, that's Chick Webb. And so I really, that's an honor for me to be connected like that.
Absolutely.
A tisket, a tasket, a brown and yellow basket. I send a letter to my mummy. On the way I dropped it. I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. A little girlie picked it up and put it in her pocket.
Yeah. So that's what got me into jazz, really just the exposure of it. And I love it. From it comes all other forms of music.
Speaking of Dizzy.
Yes.
And so many of the jazz icons that you worked with, what did you learn in those moments that no classroom could teach you?
From Dizzy Gillespie, this is what I found I learned from him. If it sounds good, it is good.
I like that kind of thinking.
And one day, he told a story about Duke Ellington, the trumpet player, raises his hand. He said, Mr. Ellington, can we change this note in the trumpet part? And you know what Duke said? If it sounds good, it is good. So yes.
Wow.
So that is the community aspect of jazz. So jazz is a communal situation where people are talking with it's sharing. And so it's not just an individualistic thing. So it wasn't necessarily about Duke Ellington, it was his orchestra. It's not just about Dizzy as Dizzy and Charlie Parker, Dizzy with Bud Powell. And so it's a community type of thing. So that's probably the biggest thing that's not in the book. But I will be honest with you. Mary Lou Williams probably taught me the thing that's the most life-changing thing. She says, you know what she says? You can't learn jazz in a book. How did you learn how to speak English? My parents taught me. Did they give you a book? No. I just imitated. That's jazz.
Wow. Didn't look at it that way. That's nice. You performed at the Montreux Jazz Festival in the 80s.
Yes.
Can you describe the experience and how it shaped your perspective as an artist?
At the time, 18, 19 years old, you don't realize what's happening.
Right.
Until you get off the plane and you get there. And then you hear all these people and you're playing for this massive audience. And you have been playing music you've been practicing every day for 6 months. Okay. And we get there and we were at the Casino de Montreux. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I now in the company of people like B.B. King, a young Wynton Marsalis, the Stray Cats. Remember them? That group?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think I said Carmen McRae. And so
Stray Cats were a white band, right?
Right. And so I was in the midst of all this. And so that was life-changing because it exposed to me, this is what I was created to do. I could have stayed there forever. And I loved Montreux. I'm going to return. I loved. Oh, and then we did stop in Nice, France, and the beach has black pebbles on it. I thought that was interesting. It doesn't have sand, and and so got a chance to play with Lionel Hampton over there, and so it was just life changing, just being around that echelon of people, and it was almost like a transference, because they're talking to you like nothing. They're just, hey, how you doing? But you know that you're among the greats, the ancestors. And I'm like, wow, sitting there talking to B.B. King, I asked him, so Mr. King, what does B.B. stand for? He said, it stands for Blues Boy. Right. And then he told me something. He says, let me tell you something. He was talking about a group that was let me paint the picture. We're in the musicians bar, which is underneath the stage. So there's a closed circuit TV and there's a jam session. We would have jam sessions. So there was a group, and I can call the names. They were playing just real crazy stuff. And so he said, come in. Listen, son, if you can't pat your foot to it, it ain't music.
And that's the kind of jazz I like. I like the crazy sound.
Okay, but
I'm not a smooth jazz fan.
I hate smooth jazz too, but here's the point is, you can pat your foot to it.
Right.
Right. And so he says, I don't care. Basically, he was saying, if the music does not move you emotionally, it's not music.
But some of that crazy stuff does move people emotionally.
No, this was a whole nother animal.
Oh, okay.
This was just sporadic.
Oh.
And they were trying to be avant-garde.
Okay.
Sometimes you can be avant-garde just to be avant-garde.
And it can be whack. That's true.
Right. For example, some people like Ornette Coleman. I love Ornette Coleman. I understand what he's trying to do. And that was part of the free jazz movement of the 60s.
Right.
Right. And you like that. That's pretty interesting.
I do. Oh, yeah. I could sit and listen to that and watch them take turns and coordinate and sync together and then
disband.
Oh,
right.
yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, more so than the stuff we play now.
Oh no, that's smooth. I don't know what that is.
Right.
I think that's like potato salad.
I have a car rental, right?
Right.
And I did not know how to change the radio station. For 3 days, Jody, since I've been here, I was stuck on smooth jazz. I was tired. I finally figured it out, though.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Go ahead.
Today's sponsor is Box Chicken. Box Chicken is a fast casual restaurant here in the Los Angeles area. You will love this chicken. They have 5 different flavors. They have the original, mild, spicy, hot, and crazy hot. I love crazy hot. I love spicy too, but if you're a spice person, you'll love the spicy, the hot, and the crazy hot. They are right on the corner of Sepulveda and Pico in West LA.
Okay.
Bridging jazz and hip hop.
Okay.
You work not only with jazz greats, but also with hip hop and R&B names like Jermaine Dupri.
Right.
And Organized Noise.
Right.
How do you see jazz and hip hop speaking the same musical language?
Well, they're the same thing.
Right.
And here's what I mean. The rapper is the African griot. He's a storyteller. We began in Africa with the drum. The drum now is still here. It's just with the rapper.
Right.
So what happens is they call it, the kids now say, oh man, look at his flow. He's freestyling. In the jazz world, it's called improvisation.
Right.
So a person like Jay-Z, who doesn't write any lyrics down,
right,
it just comes off the top of his head, is no different from Charlie Parker. None. No different from Miles Davis, that when they're playing, they're just feeling it, making it up literally as it goes. So there's a heavy connection between jazz and hip hop. And so I came up with this thing many years ago, jazz and all of her babies.
Okay.
And hip hop is one of her babies. She's 50. What old is she now?
She's probably 52.
No, she's 52 years old now.
Right.
1973 with DJ Kool Herc. But then she predates even before then, with Pig Meat Martin with Here Come the Judge. Remember that song? Which is, some scholars believe, is the first hip hop record. Y'all go check that out. 1968, Here Come the Judge. Has all the elements of hip hop.
That was a great song.
Yes, Here Come the Judge. Everybody knows that. Here Come the Judge. Oh, I'm a time traveler. I'm not.
Oh, man. So do you like Kendrick Lamar?
Yes. I love Kendrick. Kendrick is free.
He's incredible.
Right. And
he's the new king.
Yeah. And he's
the only one that's won a Pulitzer.
Correct. He's just free. And he's free to express what he wants to express. I've listened to his records. I said, wow. Amazing poet. And I'll tell you this. The first thing I tell kids here, I ask them, do you make beats? Of course, they raise their hands, right? I say, you don't make beats. And I ask the question again, do you make beats? They raise their hand. I ask about 3 times. By the 3rd time, they don't raise their hand, right? I say, you don't make beats. I said, what do you mean? You are a composer.
Right.
I said, do you rap? Yes. No, you don't. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Well, what am I? You are a poet. So it's time to raise the elevation from a beat maker to composer, from a rapper to a poet. So a Kendrick Lamar is a poet.
And he knows it, though.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Amazing.
Opening acts with giants. You've opened for everyone from Sarah Vaughan, Wynton Marsalis, Gladys Knight.
Yeah.
What do you carry with you from those nights?
Wow. Watching their band and learning from what they do. That's pretty much in a nutshell. You're watching, okay, how did she do that? Okay, I'm looking at everyone but the singer. Looking at the drummer, looking at the sound man, mainly looking at the keyboard player. How are you playing? Okay, what are you doing? So that's what my eye is on. So every time I see an act, I'm studying the act. I am not a fan per se. I am learning. So whenever I get backstage, I'm back in the wings watching.
Take us out, Jody.
Mr. Rogers.
Please like and subscribe to the channel. This helps our algorithm. And if you have any comments, please leave them below, and I promise I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel.